When I was a young woman and my kids were little, I became president of the PTA of my kids' grammar school. Not because I was popular and elected to that position, because no one else wanted it. I thought, what a great opportunity for me to bring my spiritual practice into the PTA. The PTA taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about the world. Not everyone is interested in spiritual growth. And what it taught me is if I wanted to live in the world and be among the world, I had to up my game when it came to taking care of myself. I did not. Now, granted, I had little kids and I was busy. If you want to go into a situation where people are really unhappy, you have to have so much fortitude to stay in your happy place. People will want to bring you to their unhappy place. And it is a lot easier to go to their unhappy place than to stay in your happy place. And the bigger problem with that is if you leave your happy place to go to their unhappy place, then you have two unhappy people because you're not going to be able to climb back up. I was not able to climb back up into my place of peace from that unhappy place. It took me a really long time. And so I learned that I am no benefit to someone if I decide to become miserable. I do not help anyone by joining them in misery. I am much better off at staying in peace and just observing their misery and wishing them well on their journey. They have a much better option of joining me in peace if I stay at peace. If I go to their misery, then we're both going to end up miserable, which is exactly what happened. And I really didn't have a strong enough personal practice. I learned from that. My practice had to be tight to go through this world. I had to meditate every day. I had to write my affirmations every day. I had to read my Course in Miracles every day. And I had to practice looking at what I wanted rather than complaining about what I don't want. That's a big part of my practice, talking about what I want instead of complaining about what I don't want. The PTA was a really rough lesson. It was a 2-year gig for me, and that summer after it was over, I had to decompress and get myself back on track. It was a great lesson for me in what I need to do in order to stay happy, and it taught me so much about how easy it is to put yourself in bondage, how easy it is to bring yourself down. There's a great line in the Course in Miracles that says, you are the author of fear. God is not. The only one who can bring us out of it, the only one who can bring us joy is us, because we've created all the unhappiness for ourselves. And I learned that so much by putting myself in a place where it was like a trial by fire. I was grateful for the experience in that it really taught me what I need to do to stay on track and stay happy. Would I do it again? Probably not. But that's my 2 cents. Remember, life is super short. If you really want to learn what you need to do to stay happy every day, to stay joyful, and what a great practice is that you could do to stay focusing on what you want rather than you don't want, come work with me. You can find me in the description bar. You can check out my website. I always am blogging. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, life is super short, so please be kind to each other, have fun in life, and love everything.